today is The Witcher 2 on Xbox 360. Let me start with a few words about what our philosophy is, how we're approaching that project. We believe that the main strength of The Witcher 2 for PC was the fact that it was not only an awesome game, but it was also a hardcore PC game. Pure PC game for people who have powerful machines, who love to play on mouse and keyboard, and who are PC players. They felt it was like a treat for them. That's exactly what we're planning to do on the Xbox 360 version. We want to make sure that when we release The Witcher 2 on Xbox 360, it's not going to be a simple port. It's going to be an adaptation, and it's going to be a native console game. Pure-blooded console experience for Xbox 360 fans, and this is what we're trying to do with The Witcher 2. We also believe that it's going to be one of the most complex and mature games ever released on consoles, and definitely most complex and mature RPG released on Xbox 360. And on top of that, obviously, we will continue supporting our fans. Everything that is being released for the PC version, all the content, all the fixes, and all the DLCs, it's going to be included in the Xbox version on day one, in a box. Now, we do have a gameplay demo of The Witcher 2 Xbox 360 for you. We actually do have kind of two demos for you. We got two developers. Marek Ziemak is our level designer. Maciek Szcześnik is a lead combat designer. Both these guys are going to be playing on their Xboxes, and we're going to show you part of the game. Well, if you got a chance to play The Witcher 2 on PC, you might be familiar with that fragment of the game. It's the Prison Break quest demo that we're showing today. If not, that's even better, but if you have, you're going to see it on Xbox, so it's not exactly the same. And it's one of the really, well, it's the earliest build of the game that we've ever been showing. We're even pre-alpha right now. So you might as well consider the build that we're showing today probably some sort of more of a tech demo than actually a final release version of the game, because obviously there will be glitches, issues, and bugs. Some animations are not final. You will see that even some dials are not exactly in the correct order. Still, we're not ashamed to be showing it today, this game, because we think it's not a bad game, and we're proud that we finally can show it and share with you how the project is looking out right now. So, once again, a Prison Break demo. We're going to start with Marek. We're going to be in a prison. Well, how we got there is a totally different story. We're going to be getting out of the prison in a different ways.
I thought that beast would turn into bits when it came out of the clouds. Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman will do that tomorrow.
Oh, and I will be your voice of God during this presentation. Right, for starters, due to our previous storyline choices, we are able to get out of these shackles right now if we wanted to. But the tricky part is, we want to be smarter than that and want to provoke the guards to come into the cell barehanded.
Come here, good man.
So it's easier to fight them.
Do that again, we'll shut you up.
You got the wrong guy.
You mean you didn't kill Foltest? Holy shit, boys, open the cell. We've got an innocent man in here. Hope you're that funny during the execution tomorrow.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see.
You will notice that small portions of the combat, like this fistfight sequence in here, utilize QDA sequences, but this is not a major feature of our combat system. You'll get a proof later on. Yep, so that was easy, by the way. That was easy. Alright, so we are out of the prison cell. You can look around, you can see how The Witcher 2 on Xbox 360 looks. By the way, some of you might already know that we have developed our own engine, especially for this game. We call it Red Engine, and we believe it's not only one of the best looking cross-platform engines out there, but it's definitely the best one for doing mature and complex storyline-based RPGs. Oh, and by the way, the guards were stupid enough to leave our sword in here, so look, grab it. Why not? I mean,
It will come handy. And yeah, progressing to the remaining part of this dungeon can be coped in many different ways. Marek is a kind of a sneaky player, so he will use magical spells to put out torches, like a force push. This one is called Ard. And also he'll try to sneak past the guards to take them down in a non-lethal way. It's quite difficult. It doesn't always work. You have to be extra careful and time your attacks. Nice one. You might be wondering why the hassle. But the cool thing about it is if you do it, if you manage to pull it out to the very end without killing any guard, you get a lot more experience than normally butchering your way through. Some of them you don't even have to take down. There are guards patrolling the area. If you watch their routes, you will be able to sneak past them.
Alright, darling. Finally alone. Just you.
Nice.
Don't touch me, you monster!
Oh yeah, let's put this guy out of his misery. Okay. He dropped a key, by the way. If we pick it up and use, it's a great chance for me to tell you about one more aspect, or level, of non-linearity. I know what you do. Finding the keys to alternative path, you can unlock different parts of the location that you walk through, seeing different part of this fragment of the game. If we open this trapdoor, you can see that we will travel to sort of basement that's even below this dungeon. By the way, there were no loadings. It's exactly the same as in a PC version of the game, thus no need for the loadings. And here's exactly where your previous storyline choices come into play. Both of these guys fought an important NPC previously in the game. Marek decided to kill him. He was the son of the Baroness that's the owner of this place, so he's dead right now. We can't meet him, but Baroness, instead of her son, is being tortured right now.
You would not dare!
I'm just following orders, milady.
Who issued them?
What's more important is what they require of me.
And what's that?
One little signature confirming the protest did not sign the order. That.
I shall sign whatever you wish.
Of course you will, milady. All succumb sooner or later. There's a right time for everything. Now's the time for the hot iron.
I beg you!
Then we'll take some wedges to your nails and finish off with spoons to the eyes.
I think that's enough, Marek.
Can't wait for the nails.
We can walk. We can actually jump up this windowsill to try to rescue the Baroness. And yeah, don't worry, we will do that in a moment. However, for a brief moment, please let me switch to Magic's console right now.